I honestly wasn't gonna come on here, if I'm being like super honest. I was going to reschedule for tomorrow, but I decided, no, I was definitely gonna tell you guys. I was gonna post it like a half an hour ago that I'm just gonna reschedule, because like all day today I've been like putting it off, and I don't know, I just had this moment where I was like, no, I definitely need to go live. So yeah, here I am. It's gonna be a very boring live, and that's totes fine. It is what it is. I might do an extra this week because I feel like this live stream is gonna suck. So yeah, hello, I hope you guys are doing good. Like I really do want to cook for a live stream too, so I think that would be fun. Like I do have ideas in my head, I just really need to do them. I haven't been taking my medicine very well, you guys. I take medicine for my bipolar, anxiety, and estrogen, so I don't go through my menopause moment. And I haven't been, look like you got some sun. I actually have been going outside more for sure. But I haven't been taking my medicine good. Today is the 4th day in a row that I've taken it, so we're trying to get back on track with that. So, yeah, I don't know. I've just like emotionally been like drained. I've been like overwhelmed. I don't know. I've been having like mood swings again, and I like low-key hate it. So we're getting back on track with my meds. So that's an update on that. Yeah. So that's why, like, you know, when people sit there and say you don't do anything all day, well, first of all, you don't know my life. You don't know the things I'm going through or what I do on a day-to-day basis. But people with depression, it doesn't matter like what you do every day, where you work, what family you have, who you live with. Depression is just a chemical issue that anyone could have. You know, it has nothing to do with, I mean, like surroundings definitely play a role for sure, but it's just like I hate when people say that, like, what do you have to be like depressed about? And I'm just like, that's really not how it works. But I do have a lot of things to be depressed about for sure. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I am like bottling in here, and it's like I've been journaling too, and it's like I don't even talk about it like in my journal. So I don't know. I just feel like the things I want to talk about, I don't want to say out loud. I don't know. Like I really did not want to come on here because I knew I was gonna be like emotional and weird. So a lot of people, sorry, I was trying to stop myself from coughing. A lot of people might disagree with this, but I don't think concerts should currently be happening because of COVID. Just because you're vaccinated, like you could still get COVID. Like you just have a better chance of surviving it. So if you're afraid of COVID, you're being smart. Like those people who are just like, whatever, oh my God, I don't care. Like I just like, I'm like, are you serious? Do you not see what's going on in the world right now? If you knew beforehand you weren't feeling 100%, why not say hours ago and not make people wait? Because I don't know. Honestly, it was very still up in the air if I was going to go live or not, and I just didn't know. So I just didn't say anything until I knew for sure. What do you think about people constantly comparing you to Chantel? Do you think y'all are alike? I do think we're similar in certain ways, but we're also very different in other ways. But people compare us because there's not many YouTubers that are like bigger like we are. Obviously I'm massively bigger than she is, but people are going to compare the fatties, if you will. Oh my God. You guys know the group of us, and I think that it's very fat shamey to do that, because it's like, just because we're all fat doesn't mean like we're grouped together, like should be grouped together, because we're all also very different. So I don't know, I think it's very strange that this community is all obsessed with like the same few fat chicks. And it just kind of goes to show what kind of community this really is. It's not really about us as people at this point. It's about our weight. And I can go more into that, but I really just don't want to. I just don't.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I wanted you to see Panda. Yeah. It's hard to hold English bulldogs because they're made so, you know, kind of awkward. But there's my girl. You say, hi, Panda. Let me put her down. There we go. All right, gang. I'm here to talk about Amberlynn Reid's live stream from last night, and to have a few things to say about it. And I wrote some notes because she says a lot, but doesn't mean the things she says. Honestly, I'm getting really annoyed. I don't know about you guys. The word moment is played out. Situation is being played out. She says totes instead of total. To me, she's not talking like a 30-year-old woman. She's still talking like a pre-tween. upstairs has 3 hours of sleep. Doesn't work. But in the beginning of her life, she says she's boring. This life, the previous life, she only did 40 minutes. She keeps using her mental health as an excuse of why she doesn't want to do anything. And I don't shame anybody on anything, but I'm just so tired of hearing her and Foodie Booty when they need to use that to deflect what's really going on. And it's crazy. There's a lot of people in our world that go through a lot of mental health issues, but they don't put it on YouTube. If they do, they want to help others. If they're not helping, they won't even help themselves. Honestly, they both need to see a therapist. And with Amberlynn Reid, she's been on 8 years, and she's made several things, I guess, I wanted to say points, but she said a couple of things that annoyed me. One, maybe about between 5 to 10 lives ago, she mentioned that therapy doesn't work. But then why is she doing therapist shopping? Because the one therapist she has, she's not jiving with. I wish truly she would grow up. But in 8 years, she's been on YouTube. YouTube mean to tell me that she has not took steps forward to improve her life. I'm not understanding that. I'm really, truly, I've been there with depression. I was 295, depressed, because I was with my ex-husband for 22 years. That ended so bad. It set me spiraling. And I was going to set myself as just, I was going to eat myself to death. Literally, I almost, one point, I almost committed suicide. I was going to take a bunch of sleeping pills. And you know what kept me from doing it? Is my children. It's selfish. And what's selfish also is not getting yourself fixed mentally, getting yourself on the right path of being healthy in your mind. Another thing I believe too is once I started losing weight, and I still have a long way to go. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws in my weight loss, but I've never given up. I still walk every day now. That is a habit. I'm not going to give that up. And with exercise, it has changed. It was a game changer for me. Once you lose so much weight, you start feeling better. And depression hits me only certain times of the year because things did happen. I had events that happened. Like in August, I told you guys that my daughter, well, she's my son's deceased fiance. They didn't even make it to, they were going to get married in the hospital. She didn't make it for them just to get married. And that set me, I still, my heart is broken. I can't deal with her death. I still haven't. It's been 5 years and I still haven't coped with it. But I'm not on YouTube crying, boo-hoo-hoo, using that as a deflection. And Amberlynn Reid needs to really grow up. She wasted her 20s, eating herself to the point now she's over 600 pounds. She wants to keep lying about her weight. But you know what? To me, you keep lying to yourself. You're not hurting anybody but yourself, Amberlynn Reid. Honestly, you're just hurting yourself. And that's why I don't throw hate. I don't call her names because let me tell you something. I lived in that prison. When I was 295, that was a prison for me. Her weight and her body is her prison. She's not living. She's existing. She doesn't eat to live. She lives to eat. There's a difference in life, and you really have to grow up and take that step and improve your life. And you see this in 8 years. Everyone really thinks that her whole life, she had her whole life ahead of her, that she'll never die from obesity. I almost died. I almost stroked out. Here she is. And it just makes me mad that she's like, oh, I don't want to do this. She only has to do 2 lives a week. Her members are paying $7.99, which I think is a joke. $7.99 for sit on the couch and talk about the same thing over and over. Repetitive. That's why she's boring. That's why, people, how many questions can you answer about one thing? People keep asking the same questions over and over. She's done Q&As on the same questions. And why don't she try to actually change her life? I think people would be more supportive. People wouldn't be sitting here saying things over and over about her. Okay? This is the way I feel about her. I don't hate on her because, like I said, she's living her own prison. I'm out here enjoying life. I'm not out here causing conflict on YouTube, having to lie and manipulate. And I call it queen manipulations because she manipulates her viewers to feel sorry for her, and they keep paying her lifestyle. She makes more money than all her supporters. She makes more money. She's sitting with them for walls to do absolutely nothing with her life. And they're enabling her to do so. That's why she refuses to lose weight. If everything was taken away from her and she was forced to live in the real world like us, she would change. Right now, she's coddled by her enablers. So, and she made a couple statements. She's drained. She's overwhelmed. By what? She says that, people ask why you have to be depressed. Her health situation should be something she should be depressed about. And that's what I was depressed about. I gave up in life. I was about to say, let obesity kill me. But my kids, I look at them every day. My twins changed my whole world. They're my heroes. They're my superheroes. So, and she said somebody had made a comment that she don't do nothing all day. Really, honestly, Amberlynn Reid, what do you really do? You tell people you walk. I don't believe, you may take your dog out a few times a day, but I truly don't believe you are consistently walking 40 minutes straight. I don't believe that because your face is getting more swollen looking at me than ever. So, and then somebody asked about going to concert. She had the nerve to say that she doesn't recommend going to concerts. If you have, and she basically saying fear is okay. No, it is okay to fear the inevitable. But if you live your life in fear, you're not living. For her to say it's okay and that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Why are you going to let this woman who don't want to leave her house, unless it's to go to Eric and Ricky's, dictate what you do? If you do the steps you need, I go to volleyball games. There's different people every time we go to an away game. So I take that chance, but you know what? I don't sit near them. I mask up. I play it safe. Don't live in fear because this chick is telling you to do so. It's not okay to be fearful 24/7. It's there. You can't hide from it. This girl, you guys are coddling her and able to let her hide. Okay? And then they did something. They said they compare her and Chantel. This is the part that really kills me. She's saying that there's always a group of them, like by Jen, Amy's Life Journey. Well, now she's no longer that name. She just sells her wares on YouTube. She's given up anyway. Life by Jen, Amy's Life Journey, Foodie Booty, and her. A lot of people don't mention the other. Amberlynn Reid calls them all fatties. I think that's disrespectful. Don't call yourself a fatty, okay? And a lot of people are not calling a lot of these ladies fatties. This is the part that gets me. She wants to sit there and say that people are fat shaming them. No, boo-boo, it's in your head. I've been there heavier than this, and everybody still love me. Everybody still wanted me around. It's your personality, and the rest of you guys have this mindset that everybody hates you and everybody's talking about you, but it's in your head, Amberlynn Reid. Stop saying that people are fat shaming you, and that's why they don't want, and because you're obese, that's why nobody likes you guys. No, if you ever sit back and watch your videos, maybe you'll understand why people don't like you. Okay? When you're problematic, people don't like that. People might find it entertaining, but people are not going to like you, especially when you want to wow out on your viewers and call them all kinds of different names, accusing them of stuff. But like I said, when she goes against her viewers, she's deflecting on herself. She does things to deflect herself because she knows she's wrong. But she wants everybody to pity her and give her super chats and all, and buy her memberships. I will never pay nothing for her to live in this isolated life that she has. Everybody else is living this world. People are not dropping dead left and right because they're out here living a life. Amberlynn Reid, okay? That really irritates me when she wants people to be living in fear because of COVID. Everybody, if you protect yourself, you'll be fine. If you wash your hands, do what you're supposed to do, mask up, stay a certain amount of feet away from people, you'll be all right. And I just hate this fat shaming, mental health shaming she does. Like I said, when she has nothing to talk about or somebody says something, it's always some kind of shaming. And we are now a society of sensitive people. You look at someone wrong, oh my God, they're shaming me. Oh my God, I don't like the way they said it. They're shaming me. Let's get real. I grew up where you lump it and move on with your life. What I always say to my kids, suck it up, buttercup. Stop being so sensitive. This world needs to harden up their kids. And our youth is like, oh, you look at them wrong. You do something wrong. You say something wrong. You can't even say nothing to anybody anymore because they're sensitive. It's getting out of hand. And I'm telling you, all you people that coddle Amberlynn Reid, she's never going to change. She needs to have a life-changing moment in her life. And I mean a severe life-changing moment like I had. Because like I said, I was so depressed because of my ex-husband that I wanted to give up on life. And then that meant being selfish and taking myself away from my kids. And I fight every day to lose the weight. It's a never-ending battle, but you can't give up. You can't sit there and make excuses. You can't sit on your butt, hiding behind a camera and pitying yourself. And that's what Amberlynn Reid, to me, is doing. She needs to grow up. Honestly, she needs to grow up. So I just find her lives like not entertaining. She says the same thing, repeats the same thing over and over. Always want to accuse people of shaming her when it's all in her head. Nobody is shaming her. It's her personality. If people can really get in her head that it's her that they don't like and not her being overweight. There's a lot. Our country's like almost at 40%. I think we're at 40% of this country is morbidly obese. No, that it's basically obese. From obese all the way up to super morbidly obese. Okay. And like I said, Amberlynn Reid likes to deflect what she's doing by accusing people of this, and that, and it's ridiculous. So let me know what you think. And also, she's supposed to be giving an extra live stream this week, but who knows? I mean, the girl, if she were to go in the real world, she'd be fired because, I mean, she only has to do 2 days, total what, 4 hours of work? 4 hours. Meanwhile, the rest of all the societies working 7 days a week, 2 to 3 jobs, put food on her table. But yet she can be coddled, making enough money where she can spend $3,000 to $4,000, just like Foodie Booty or Uber Eats. Can you imagine spending $3,000 to $4,000 to eat a month? That can feed a whole lot of families. That's ridiculous to me. These two, that when I do compare the two, they are very similar because they both got toddler-like minds. They always want to deflect their bad behavior by accusing people of shaming them, and they're always throwing out depression and their mental health. Get it fixed in. You know, stop talking about it and be about it. That's the way I always tell my kids. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't keep using it as an excuse to shut yourself in away from the world. So, and I'm, like I said, if I hear one word moment one more time, I'm actually going I'm going to lose my sanity. Talk like an adult, Amberlynn Reid, for goodness sakes. You're 30. You're 30. You're not 12. You're not trying to be this, celebrity that, oh, she's so cute because she shortens the words. Remember when she shortened memory to memo? I don't get it. I don't get her. I don't get how people support her. I really don't. But, hey, to each his own. I guess a lot of people question that with you guys, with me. I don't know. But anyway, I gotta get ready to go and get my students. This is a short day. I'm so happy. I'm so exhausted, because I go to support my son's girlfriend and her volleyball venture. And, I get to travel here and there with her mom. So I love it. She's my best friend and I enjoy her company. I get away from this town every now and then, which is so much fun. And so let me know what you think. And this is why I'm saying, like, Amberlynn Reid needs to grow up. She really does. She's wasted so much of her life. She's existing and not living. Remember what I said. She's existing, not living. Have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.